miles worth of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go through this downpour in South Florida. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad, and I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception, but I think if he continues to...
Devon Achane! And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down, and I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. As costly as they come. Holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. A shotgun snap for Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready. Right team. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
At the 40-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback with that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
On third down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. So, from 37, here's second and a couple. A play fake. Now, 2 with a throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And third down coming up.
Ready.
Back to throw is Tua. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Brown.
Certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Niners offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Running left, it's McCaffrey. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Forced out wide, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. McCaffrey going to return it. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Down the sideline, past the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up second.
Looks like a design run with Purdy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 39 yards out. And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick. Into space. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, those are the momentum swings they get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, in this case, like the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play by McCaffrey. 37 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 10. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down.
Ready.
Tua gonna throw. He's gonna look deep for Tyreek. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They get James Daniels that time.
Still first down. Ready. Winning team.
Drive to start on the ground. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Go ahead. Winning team.
From the gun, here's Tua. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Ready. Winning team. Let's go. Ready.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch.
This kick
for
hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
4 yards on the pickup.
From just across the midfield stripes, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd down. Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. It's It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 33, here's second down and 4. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Automatic first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy using the pop pass. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
That's another 49er first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on first. And goal. Purdy going to keep this one himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
14, Dolphins 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. He's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Once again, it's Achane. Yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Off play action, it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Tua, give it to Achane. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Miami.
They're right here. Out.
Here's a give to Achane. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Ready. Get on.
A run up the middle with Achane. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
first down.
Ready. Set.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still first down.
Hey, it's right. Ready, team. Out.
A run out of the gun with H.N. Not much. Second and long coming up.
All right.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Ready. Ready, team. Wait. Hey, hey.
To throw is Tua. And he finds Tyreek. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Automatic first down.
Yeah, ready. Out, out.
On the handoff, this is H.N. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That one out wide to H.N. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board.
It's safe. Go ahead. Ready, team.
Now Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
Third and 11.
Watch an Oscar. Ready, team. What's this?
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
Pass interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Go ahead. Ready.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
On H.N. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the 11
Here's
yard
second and 6.
Get set. Out.
They'll toss it here to H.N. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing moving.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
So on fourth down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 4 at 14-10.
And anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. He's waiting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Oh, they caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. Once the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. A handoff to Achane, heading left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
All right. Let's go. Out.
A shotgun snap to Tua. That one into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
They're right here. Out.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
Still 1st down.
Go ahead. Running team.
Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill.
You can see the eyes on the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Well, that's a nice one for the stat line. That last grab is 50th on the season. It is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, ready. Running team.
From the gun, here's two. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. He takes off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Get set, get set.
Back near the goal line. It's Purdy. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go ahead.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will up the lead to 5.
49ers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pass caught left side by fans. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
30 short. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Jack Fox now as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
They'll stay on the ground as they can. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. 3rd and 5.
Ready. Ready, team! Out!
Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really nice coverage here on third down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The 49ers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Purdy quickly to Ayuk. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Get set! Get set!
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football. This is Ayuk. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
2nd and 3. At the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Back to throw. Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch,
Oh, he's going to be So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the NFL starts now. At MetLife Stadium, the Jets at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is the Jets quarterback. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one is at the half with the Jets well on their way to a third straight victory. They lead big at the break. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts at home to take on Washington. And this is Michael Pittman Jr., one of his 2 touchdown catches in the first half. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts have the lead in a game where both teams come in on a winning streak, so something's got to give. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And here's the Steelers running back. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I'm all for giving the ball to your fullback and giving him a chance to get in on the action, but I don't love running him side to side. That's the running back's job. If you're going to give it to the fullback, plow ahead, come on offensive line, let's get some push. But now you find yourself losing yardage. I just don't love the call.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Fourth down, it's Purdy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth. They wind up turning it over on down. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achan. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Still first down.
Now it's Tua. That one out wide to Achan.
Complete to Devon Achan. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Still second down.
On the carry, it's Achan. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. Shaq Thompson in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Devon Achan ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run here with Achan. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had. does. First down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. Rolling to the left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Zach Sheeler getting in there to bring him down.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. A pickup there of 13. First down, 49ers.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. The key to great defensive line play is to get off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's a slant to Ayuk. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. 3rd and inches.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to sneak it here, and they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the mark. First down picked up.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Get set, get set. 18.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the 49ers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout.
All right. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the outside, he's got Waddle. He's taken down to just shy of midfield. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphins first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the Niners' 43-yard
Go ahead.
line.
All right, go ahead. Get in.
They'll stick with him again. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Go ahead. Out.
Off play action, it's Tua. And he's going to complete this to Waddle, working across the field. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. 18.
On the ground, here's Gordon to start the 4th. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and long. Here's Tua. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
17.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Screen pass to Ayuk. Caught. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 47-yard line.
Purdy going to put it up again. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. To throw once more, it's Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. again. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6. And a 49er first down.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
19 yards.
Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
19 yards. First down, San Francisco.
18, watch out.
Throwing again is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And you wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set. 18, up.
The tight end Fant in motion. Back to the air again is Purdy. Moving to his right. Taking off. And he will score. Game on. Brock Purdy. Touchdown San Francisco. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
This taken around the 11. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball.
Go low, let's ready. 18, what's it?
On first down, Tagovailoa. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come back. And you think back to the first half, like just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Ready, shot. 22, out.
Tua now on third down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play. Tua to Tyreek. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Come on. Ready.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
44, ready.
Tua going to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down big call here. It was third down. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll try to run for it.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Now he takes off. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd down. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, it didn't look like much of a matchup. Now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. The Niners use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and 8.
It's safe. Go ahead. Out.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Now Tua. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Nick Bosa. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1 yard gain.
They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And the 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Here is 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll run here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. He gets back to his big target, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 37 yards.
First and 10. Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And a penalty flag down in the backfield. They finally get him down, but I'm not sure if this is going to stand. They get the veteran Trent Williams. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He finds Goodwin. Here comes 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Here we go. 1st and goal.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up?
Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.